everyone, welcome back to my tech stack learning channel. It's been a while that I have put my new videos, so I'm back again. So today's sessions will be mainly on Node.js command line options. So we are going to deep dive into the Node.js command line options like powerful tools that can boost your productivity, enhance debugging, and optimize the performance. Okay, so where we will see like how you can directly run the JavaScript, how to debug with the Chrome DevTools, or increase the memory limits for large-scale projects. Okay, so I have break down these into a more essential topics. So let's kickstart with the first section where where I'll show like the basic commands which most of them should be aware right now. So the first one is executing a script, right? I hope everybody is aware. So I've taken the simple hello world JS to show this particular command line options for you guys. So let's start with first command, that is simple running the node.js script, right? So node space hello world.js, that's a file name which you have to press, and your first uh, script has been executed. And I'm sure that everybody is also aware of the versions to check the version, right? So you can either do like node -v, or you can do like node hyphen version. So this will give you the version of your node installed in your laptop. And then the basic line, we also have one more command which I can talk, is node help, right? Where it gives you the list of commands available for you to execute in your Node.js application, that is node -h, or it could be node help. All right, it gives you all the options what you have in your Node.js command lines. Okay, so now let's see the second section of our types of commands we have, right? Evaluating a JavaScript or the Node.js code. So what you have to do is, okay, so what we have to do is first where you want to run JavaScript code directly from CLI, like node -e, then you put your, for example, instead of directly pulling from the JS file, I'll do is I'll execute that piece of code here directly in the um, code. Okay, some error. Let's check this. Okay, this should be single because we are running in the command line, right? So should be single. You can see it has executed directly instead of going to the script and executing, it has executed directly in the code. So next one, we can talk about evaluating the output, like automatically prints the results of the expressions. For example, node -p. So I'll say 2 plus 2. So it gives you 4. So that's how it gives you the evaluation things. Okay. Next, we can talk about how to enter into the interactive mode. So node -i. So it's already gone to the REPL mode, where you can just type 2 plus 2, 4. So this is the interactive mode of executing this. Okay. Okay, so now let's see what are the different command line options we have for code quality and the debugging. Okay, so for example, if you want to check the syntax of the given script, right? So what you can do is node -c, then you put this, it gives you. So now for this particular file, there is no syntax error. Okay, I'm just proactively making it to show some error. You can see it can evaluate that and give you the syntax check. Okay, so this is how it works for the syntax. And now if you want to run or debug your code, right, so what you can do is so node -inspect you can do, then you can do like this one. So if the server is listening, right, you can just go to these Chrome inspect, and you can try to debug the code from there. Okay. The next one, if you want to run in the strict mode, like which actually forces to strict mode execution, right? If you want to force it, then it will be strict. It will force for the strict mode execution. Okay. The last one for this particular section would be CPU profilings, like generates a CPU profile file for performance analysis. So now if I want CPU hyphen profile hello. Okay, so what does it do is it creates the CPU profile. You can see this has generated the CPU profile. See what is that: self time, total time, and file. Okay, this is how it generates the CPU profile. Okay. Next, let's see how to handle the modules and the execution flow, right? For example, before execution, we may need some certain set of modules to be set up, right? To ensure that, what you can do is node -r, which says required. For example, fs module is required, right? Then what I'll do, so I'll just execute and see if it is throwing any error. If the fs module is not there, it should throw me an error, right? So what I'll do is I'll just try to check it. Fs dot exists sync of package dot json. So it exists, right? That's why it is not throwing error. So it's a requirement check. Okay, module check. And if you want to trace the run multiple option together, like basically you want to trace the warnings, you can do this way. Okay, so no trace warnings, inspect break, and then you can put your script name where you will be listening to that inspection, and then also you can trace the warnings, whatever it is coming up. Okay. Okay, so we all would have come across these warnings and depreciations when we run the Node.js script, right? So how to manage that, right? So if you want to silently depreciate the warnings, right? So silent it, right? So then you can put like no hyphen deprecation hello. So this will actually duplicate all the depreciation warnings will be silently ignored. Okay. And if you want to show the traces for depreciations, right? So you can put a same way like trace trace deprecation. It will trace you. Or since I don't have any kind of warnings, it is just not showing it up, but otherwise it will show you. Okay. Then if I have to throw or convert depreciation into an error, right? So I have to do like deprecation hello world. Okay. And if you want to silence on all warnings, you can just put like node hyphen no warnings. So it will silence you all the depreciation what you have, right? And if you want to show traces of for all warnings, right? So trace warnings, it will show you it will trace all the warnings. Okay. And if you want to log stack traces for synchronous operations, then you can try like trace sync IO. It will give you the synchronous ways of input output logs. So now let's see what are the options we have for performance and memory optimization. Okay, we want to increase the memory limit, right? So what we can do is node max old spaced hyphen size equal to how much ever you want to put, right? Then you can allocate that accordingly. Okay, that is how you use the to increase the memory length. And if you want to make the ensure all newly allocated buffers are initialized to 0, right? So you can do like 0 fill buffers hello world.js. So in this case, it will initialize all the allocated buffers to 0. Okay, and if you want to track heap objects for your snapshots, right? So what you can do is node track heap objects. It will start tracking all the heap objects for your snapshots. Okay, now if you want to process v8 profiler output, like basically generates and process the v8 prof. So how to generate it? Node we will just put prof, then hello. So what happens is it will generate one file. You can see that it has generated this particular file. Okay, so now what I'll have to do is I have to process this, right? So what I'll do, node prof process, and I'll just give this file name. Okay, so I'll just give here dot log. So it is giving you the details of what is it, right? How many ticks it has, how many what all things it has, right? It gives the summaries of the things here. Okay, then if you want to see what all the v8 options available, right? So you can put like v8 options. It gives you the list of options it has. Okay, so you can go through, you can run it in your system, and you can check in detail what are those. Okay, okay, now let's see what are the options we have for security and cryptography. Okay, so if you want to enable FIPS, like for open SSL, right? You can, for me there is some issues in my system that with the permissions, so that's why I'm unable to run it. But the command which is used to enable that is enable FIPS and your file. Okay, which will enable you the things. Okay, same way if you want to force do it, right? Node force FIPS. This is how you do it. As I said, there is some issue with my permissions. Okay, now if you want to specify TLS cipher list, configure TLS settings, right? So you can do like cipher list equal to ECDHE, which are say AES. I'll be using it, and yes, SHA-256. Then okay, this is how it will set it up. Okay, so now let's see what are the command line options we have for file and data management, right? So if you want to set ICU data directory, basically you can define the path for ICU data. Okay, so what you can do is ICU hyphen data hyphen dir equal to provide the path, which path you want to, where you have the data, and then your file name. Okay, and if you want to pipe data from shell command, right? So you can use like echo console.log of hello nodejs. Then you can pipe it with, so you can see it has passed the data from or using the pipe method. And if you want to redirect your script content, right, to some output.txt, then you can do it. So you can see here I should have this output.txt somewhere here. Let me see. Yeah, it's here. You can see it has outputted the response to my text file. Okay, Okay, so that's the end of this session where we have covered essential Node.js command line options from executing scripts to debugging to optimizing the memory and handling the warnings. Okay, so these powerful CLI options actually saves a lot of time, improve the efficiency and enhance your development workflow. Okay, so if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel for more Node.js tutorials, tips and tricks. Stay tuned for more awesome content and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all.